It's running now, this case study campaign with my 5 ad sets in. I've left this running for over 4 days, and really I should have just left this 3 days and come and checked it and taken action on the data that I'd received after 3 days. But this product, it costs a lot of money. I'm selling it for £50 and I'm buying it for just under £21. And also, I was away this weekend and didn't have my Mac with me, so that didn't help. But I've jumped straight on here Monday morning and I'm checking the ad sets now. And as you can see, the amount spent, it hasn't spent on desktop. It's spent £5.40 on desktop over 4 days, 37 pence over 4 days on desktop here. Whereas on iPhone, it's been spending its total full daily budget, which is £5. It's been spending its full daily budget, every day. And looking at the data here, we are actually in profit with these 3 iPhone ad sets. Very slight profit. It's not a lot of money being made here, but it is a profit at the end of the day. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is scrap the desktop ad sets for now, because they just aren't running, they just aren't spending. So I'm going to scrap them. So I've turned them off. They're no longer running. I'm saving myself £10 maximum there. However, it hasn't actually been spending money. But I've got my safety net there. I've got rid of this £10 potential spend. So we're now spending £15 a day on this campaign. And what we want to do now, we've got 3 purchases, 1 from each ad set, which is nice. We've got more add to carts in this one than the other 2. This has less add to carts, and in fact it's got a higher CPC. So whether that's to do with the age range, maybe, but it's too early to really make a judgment on that. What I'm going to do now is look at the breakdowns. I'm going to figure out, perhaps, maybe I've been spending the majority of my money on a particular country or region or device or placement, and maybe it's now time, now that these are profitable, maybe it's now time to work out where these purchases have actually come from in terms of country, region, placement, device, etc. And maybe it's time to start breaking out these ad sets, scaling them out, duplicating them out, using the duplicate button into different countries, into different regions, into different placements. So let's look through the breakdown. First of all, we'll go to country. So as you can see, it's quite an even spread on the spend across the countries. And again, the same, quite an even spread. And this one quite an even spread, however this one's quite heavily been spent on. And that's interesting. So looking at these, let's check out the CPCs on each of these countries. Okay. So you can't actually see the country name right now, but what I'm seeing is Germany and Australia are the 2 countries that we got the purchases from. And all the CPCs, most of them, there's one that is above £1 here, that's Denmark. I don't mind telling you that. And then this one hasn't even had, well, it says there's no CPC, but it's had 3 content views. So the CPC, I don't know why that's not reporting correctly, to be honest. And what else? There's no others above £1, which is good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down on my notepad that both the sales, all 3 sales have come from Australia, One from Australia, this one right here. Two from Germany, so clearly Germany and Australia have potential. We've got an add to basket here. Denmark. We've got and an add to basket here, which is the USA. And it's also worth checking out the data that you received off the 2 desktop ad sets that you've stopped running as well. As you can see, we only really spent money on Germany and the UK and the US. I'm not sure what happened here. Perhaps in fact, what I will do in this video is duplicate both of these ad sets, and I'll rerun them, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if they work properly this time. It may be a case that I've forgotten to put the locations in properly or something like that, but I doubt it. I think I just need to duplicate them and run them from scratch again. So anyway, I'm gonna leave the countries as is. I'm not gonna take out any countries. I'm not gonna add any countries. What I'm gonna do is scale out by duplicating and running ad sets to different specific countries or different specific groups of countries. I'm going to go off after this video. I'm going to write down in my notepad. I'm going to work out how much I'm going to spend and work out how to group these countries together or whether to just run to each country separately. Impression device, yeah, should be just iPhone and desktop, that's good. Platform, only running on Facebook. Placement, newsfeed, only running on newsfeed. Okay.